Hey everybody, Captain B-Nard back here with another Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle. Today we have a battle against Dan, and he has a very powerful team, as you can see, a whole lot of potential threats on there. So it is definitely going to be another good one, and we're going to get right into it. So, looking at his team, I was predicting him to lead with the Landorus to get a potential turn 1 Stealth Rock or U-turn pivot, and he actually does end up leading with the Landorus. So I decided to lead with my Manectric because I do carry Hidden Power Ice, and I might be able to catch him with that. So he does get the Intimidate to lower my attack, not really going to matter since I am a special attacker. So right away I am going to go for the Mega Evolution into Mega Manectric. And I am going to get the Intimidate to lower his attack here. And I am going to actually outspeed him and go straight for the Hidden Power Ice. And that is actually going to be enough to one-shot the Landorus and drop him down to 5 Pokemon. So that is fantastic. A huge threat out of the way right out of the gate. So then he is going to come in with his Beedrill. And I'm going to switch out here. I don't know if he's going to outspeed me or not. And I don't want to risk it. So I'm going to come in with my Mantine. And he is going to go for his Mega Evolution into Mega Beedrill. And he actually goes for the U-turn here just to scout me, get the mandatory switch. That is actually going to take me down by about a third, which is not too bad, all things considered. So he does get the mandatory switch, and he is going to come in with his Kyurem, and the Terravolt is going to come into play. So this turn he's actually going to double switch me, probably predicting a switch on my side. So he is going to come back in with the Beedrill, but I actually just stayed in here thinking I was going to sack my Mantine off and went for an Air Slash. So that actually works out great. That is going to one-shot the Beedrill and drop him down to 4 Pokemon. So a little bit of over-predicting on his side cost him there. So then he is going to come in with the Kyurem once again. The Terravolt is going to come into play. So this turn he is done making risky predictions. He's just going to go straight for the Fusion Bolt. And that is going to be more than enough to finish off my Mantine and drop me down to 5 Pokemon. So then I'm going to go ahead and come in with my Pangoro. And that is going to force him to switch. He doesn't want to take a fighting attack from me. So he's going to come in with his Tapu Fini, predicting that. And the Misty Surge is going to activate to set the Misty Terrain on the battlefield. And I actually did go straight for the Hammer Arm, hoping he would stay in there. So that is actually going to take him down by almost half, which was pretty good. It is going to also lower my speed, and I am going to take some damage from the Life Orb. And he is also going to regain some health with the leftovers. So I have to switch out this turn. I don't want to get taken out with a fairy attack, so I'm going to come in with my Shiinotic, and he does just go for the Moonblast straight away. So that is going to take me down by a little less than half, which was not too bad, I guess. He is going to regain more health with the leftovers, and I'm also going to regain some health with my leftovers. So he is actually going to take this opportunity to go for the Calm Mind this turn to try and start setting up on me. That is going to give him a special attack and special defense increase. I actually just decided to go straight for Giga Drain to try and take this thing out and also potentially regain a lot of health. So that is going to take him down to about a quarter and put me back up to about 3/4 health. And then we are both going to regain some more health with our leftovers. So this turn, he is going to go for another Moonblast, just trying to get as much damage on me as he can before I take him out. He actually knocks me down to about a third there and gets a special attack drop, which was kind of unfortunate. But I do actually go for the Sludge Bomb this turn, and because of the special attack drop, he is able to survive that just barely in the red with like 1 health, which was super unfortunate for me. And then we are both going to regain more health with the leftovers. So this turn, again, obviously he is going to outspeed me, and there's no point in trying to switch to save my Shiinotic, so I just kind of have to stay in here and let him take me out with one more Moonblast. So that is going to drop me down to 4 Pokemon, as he is going to regain even more health with the leftovers, but still sitting in the red. And that is going to be it for the Misty Terrain. So then I'm going to come back in with my Manectric, and I'm going to get the Intimidate to lower his attack. Not really going to matter, though, since he is a special attacker. And I'm just going to go for the Volt Switch here, which is obviously going to be more than enough to finish off the Tapu Fini and drop him down to 3 Pokemon. I am also going to get the mandatory switch off that. So I'm going to go ahead and come in with my Alolan Marowak on an empty field. Seems to be a pretty decent choice for the rest of his team. So then he's going to come back in with the Kyurem, and the Terravolt is going to come back into play. So he's just going to go straight for an Outrage here, trying to take me out. Luckily, I am max physical defense, so I do survive that with about 1/4 of my health. And I'm going to go for the Flare Blitz to try and do as much damage as I can. That does knock him into the red, but he does survive. And then unfortunately, the Recoil is going to take me out and drop me down to 3 Pokemon. So then I'm going to come in with my Pangoro. And he is locked into Outrage, so nothing he can do, so I'm free to go straight for the Bullet Punch, and that, after being boosted by the Iron Fist and the Life Orb, is going to take out his Kyurem and drop him to 2 Pokemon, and I'm also going to take the Life Orb damage. So then he is going to come in with Magnezone, and he's going to go for a Volt Switch here, just to get damage, scout me. That actually knocks me down to 25 health, but I do just barely survive that, fortunately. So off of that, he is going to come in with the Mimikyu, which is unfortunate because I did go for the Hammer Arm, so not going to do anything there. He does get a free switch. So this turn I decide to just go for a Bullet Punch to break this thing's decoy. That's really all I can do at this point. So that is going to get rid of the decoy. And I am just going to barely survive the Life Orb damage with 8 health. And he actually takes this opportunity to go for a Swords Dance as predicted, so that is going to give him a sharp attack increase. And then this turn he is just going to go for a Shadow Sneak, which is going to be more than enough to finish off my Pangoro and drop me down to 2 Pokemon. And he is also going to take some damage from his Life Orb. So then I'm going to go ahead and come in with my Tauros and get the Intimidate to lower his attack, which is good, so he's not so powered up from the Swords Dance. So I do outspeed him, which is good news. I'm going to go for the Earthquake, trying to get as much damage as I can on him. That is going to take him down to about 1/4, but he does survive. So he's going to hit me up with a Play Rough, and luckily I just barely survived that with 5 health, which is awesome. So that is going to let me go for another Earthquake this turn, which is obviously going to be enough to finish off the Mimikyu and drop him down to just 1 Pokemon. So Tauros really coming in clutch here yet again in another battle. So finally he is going to come back in with the Magnezone. I know I should definitely outspeed this thing, so I'm just going to go for 1 more Earthquake. And that is going to be enough to one-shot the Magnezone. Luckily he did not carry the Sturdy ability, so that is game. So thanks for watching again, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed. Please hit that like button, leave a comment, and or subscribe if you did enjoy, and stay tuned for more new battles in the future. And this is going to be the last battle that I upload with this team. I had a lot of fun using it, as always, but in order to try and keep things interesting on the channel, I am going to be putting it to the side and focusing on new things from this point forward. Actually, since we are nearing the end of the Sun and Moon cycle, what I decided to do is I'm going to try and get some multi-battles and battle royales for you guys here. Also going to be recombining some of my old teams from Sun and Moon here to try and get more use out of these guys. So stay tuned for all of that in the future. That's it, and we'll see you next time.